On this day, having a lot of free time, I decided to explore San Sebastian Island in search of a new drop start spot with surf foiling. The island is 500 meters from the beach, and on days with big wave, there's nowhere to do a drop start. So the plan was to use fins to swim out faster. This entry point wasn't very safe, so I had to take a longer route to the beach. The waves were breaking hard on the shore. So I tried a new entry technique. Throwing the board into the waves just as a big one was about to hit me. After swimming a bit further out from where the waves were breaking, it was time to take the fins out of my backpack and put them on. I tried several different ways, using the board like a swim board and swimming with the fins in a frog-like position. I also tried paddling with my hands while simultaneously using the fins. Surprisingly, lying on my back on the board was the least tiring position. The best thing was to alternate between the three positions. And in about 5 to 10 minutes I was on the island. In the harbor, the sea was choppy but there weren't any clear waves. And in the good area, I couldn't see a clear spot for a drop start and a safe way back to shore. In the end, I decided on an area between the good waves and some nearby stairs. But the water was constantly rising and falling, making a drop start difficult. With so much movement, getting off the foil wasn't easy either after each failed attempt. So I decided to go to another area where the waves weren't as good, but getting off the stairs was a bit easier. One of the problems with drop starts in waves is that we look at the water to find the right moment to jump, but when jumping in a drop start, It's vital to look at the point on the board where you'll place your front foot, otherwise, you'll lose your balance. So at the last moment, you have to forget about the water and remember to look at the board, but it's not easy. In the end, I gained confidence and it started to work. Getting better and better. From so much jumping and climbing, I finally found the best way to launch the board up the stairs. The key is to hold the board away with one hand until you can grab the railing. Then grab the board from the front, furthest corner, and lift it. This way, the board comes out and positions itself perfectly to grab it from the side and go up the stairs. A break to concentrate, and now it's time to enjoy it. Since the tide was going down, I tried again in the area with good waves. But launching with so much movement had a high chance of damaging the foil. And on top of that, the wind started getting too strong, which was going to make me lose my balance. My battery died, and I couldn't record the return from the island. I managed to cover 2/3 of the distance, aided by the wind and by looking for bumps, but they were very chaotic and didn't allow me much rest, so I ended up falling into the water and swimming the last stretch again with my bodyboard fins. They're not magic, but they help. I'll try this spot again on a day with smaller waves. Subscribe if you want to see it.